Hi everyone, Audrey here. Welcome back to my channel, At Home with Audrey. Today I'm going to show you how to make veggie fritters that are vegan, and the recipe I'm going to show you today is also gluten-free. And how I'm going to start, my sweet girl, I have my grater, and I have 2 zucchini, a carrot, 2 scallions, an onion, and a little bit of cabbage is what I'm going to start with. So first, I'm going to start on the big side of the grater and with the zucchini. Leave this little end on so you can use that when you get down to the bottom. Just going to peel the outer skin off the onion. I'm only going to grate half the onion on the large side of the grater. So I'm doing the carrot now on the small side of the grater. I ended up doing about only half the carrot. I definitely didn't need a whole carrot. So now I'm just gonna thinly shred the cabbage. And you don't need much. I'd say about a 1/4 cup to a 1/2 cup of cabbage. I have 2 scallions. I cut the ends off, and then I'm just going to slice all the way through these, through the green as well. And these just add really good flavor. All that just goes right in the bowl. Now, I'm going to season it with a teaspoon of salt, which seems like a lot. I would use sea salt or kosher salt. Don't use iodized salt. And then quite a bit of fresh ground pepper. And then right here, I have a teaspoon of garlic powder and a teaspoon of onion powder that I'm gonna put right in. And then I'm using a 1/4 cup of nutritional yeast seasoning. This kind of gives stuff a little bit of a cheesy flavor, I would say, is what it's supposed to do. So I do a 1/4 cup of that. Now, I tested out the recipe a couple of different times with different kinds of flours. And for the gluten-free version, I think the best combination is a 1/4 cup of brown rice flour to a 1/2 cup gluten-free flour. You can do this recipe with all-purpose flour that's not gluten-free. Just do 3/4 of a cup and mix it all together, and it comes out really good. I did that recipe first when I was trying this out, and it turned out really good. So I have it all in here, and I'm just gonna mix it all together. Right now it's at a pretty thick consistency, and you want it, like, I would consider this like a dough, and you want it to be more of a batter. So I would start by adding, this is a 1/4 cup I have right here. I'm gonna add about half of that to see how it comes up, but I think I'm gonna need all of it. So I don't squeeze any of the liquid out of the zucchini or onion because I want that liquid in there to help form this kind of batter rather than using egg or something to hold it together. So this is more the consistency that you want. So it's not so hard to stir, you can bring it around. So I added a 1/4 cup of water. Okay, I'm gonna turn the stove on to like a medium-high heat for now and get the pan nice and hot. Some olive oil. So while that's heating, I'm gonna show you how to make the Sriracha mayonnaise. I have vegan mayonnaise, and I'm just gonna take I don't know, a 1/4 cup of mayonnaise and maybe a teaspoon to tablespoon of Sriracha, just depending on how hot you want it. And just mix it up. And this is like the Sriracha aioli I use as a mixing sauce, or as a dipping sauce. There we go. The pan is nice and hot. I have the olive oil all over coated on the pan really well, and then I'm just gonna use a 1/4 cup to scoop. And when I put it in the pan, it is kind of like a ball, and I just smush it down. You could probably do this in a nonstick pan, oil-free, if that's what you're going for. But this recipe, I'm using oil. And then I just put a little cover on it and turn it down just a little and let it get nice and brown. I put a cover on it just to make sure that the vegetables get cooked through all the way. Now that the edges are all golden brown, you can see them, it's really good and brown in there. It's definitely time to flip. Sometimes I go back and forth because I would like it cooked a little bit more than that, but I'll flip them, go back, and cook them a little bit more. Ooh, see, that one is perfect. This one I put in later, so I'm gonna leave it like that. I'm not gonna put the cover on because I want this to stay crispy. Now we're just gonna let the other side cook. Okay, I have the 3 of them plated up. I'm gonna add a little bit of cilantro for color. And I have a little bowl here. And I'm just gonna sprinkle this over the top with a fork. I'm gonna try these. They look really good. My daughter's over there going crazy. I'm gonna add a little bit more Sriracha aioli. They're really good. You guys have to try this recipe. So if you like the video, don't forget to give me a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. Thanks guys, have a good day.